YouTube, Mr. YouTube 59 here. Do a little update on my giveaway. I posted the other day that I was going to do a 100 sub giveaway, and I wanted the next 25 people that to mark on the comments that you were a new sub. I appreciate everything. BB Mize and Hammer 357. You guys done a little support video for me, and it's great. I appreciate it, man. Both of them are guys, I should say guys. I appreciate it. I went and watched them, and both of them were just super great. I might do something special for you guys one day. Y'all really do a lot to help me out, and I want you to know I appreciate it. Now, I'm asking people if you subscribe, and I want you to check out 2 of my channels. Now, if you don't like me, don't subscribe, okay? Because I don't want you. If you're going to unsubscribe when all this is over with, I don't want you to start with, okay? Now, I may not have a very entertaining channel, but I try to do a little educational stuff. I try to talk about stuff that I've got. Not bragging, just trying to give people a little bit of information about some of the things I've got. That's all it is. Now, because I can tell you right now, I was raised, and I believe I ain't no better than any other human being on this earth. So, in that respect, I just try to share a little bit of information. Now, because there's definitely a lot of people got more than I got, and a lot more money. But anyway, to me, we're all born the same way. We all came out of the same species, woman, okay? So that makes us all equal, all right? Now, I have to admit, some of us are dumber than others, but we're all equals. So, trying to help somebody out. Now, I do act like a nut sometimes because I like to entertain, and what I'm after, I want you to watch me and just laugh and forget about the world for just a couple seconds. A smile on your face, just if you just tell me once in a while, I watched this video and you made me smile, or you made me laugh, or just give me a thumbs up. That really winds me up. I love that, because that's what I want to do. I just want to make you forget about your troubles for a few minutes every day. That's all. That's all I'm after. So like I said, sometimes I act like a nut just to get you to laugh. I'm like my buddy. I ain't a smart man, and he my buddy. Him and old Barney 5 over here. I don't know if you can see Barney or not. You see Barney? Yeah, there he is. Old Barney 5. See, he's my buddy. See, now he made me laugh when I was a kid, and he was part of my inspiration in life. Might be a nut, but he's still in high places. He's a sheriff, okay? Even though he's a nut, he's still sheriff. He makes you laugh, but he takes care of business. Now, he may do it in a strange way, but he takes care of business. Old Forrest Gump, now, he make you laugh, but now, you got to respect the guy. Now, he accomplished a lot. He taught Elvis how to dance. He went into the military, served military. He learned how to play ping pong, won the world's championship. I mean, not a smart man, but he went places, okay? And you got to respect that stuff. Wasn't a real smart man, but hey, he made up his mind to start his own business and done pretty good with it. So, I respect these people. Yeah, they might have been movie stars, but still, you got to respect them. Good, moral, clean, fun. All right, now, I want you to subscribe, but I want you to watch at least 2 of my videos, and then I want you to go to the original video, the 100 subscriber giveaway, and if you're interested, subscribe and mark it new sub. I've got a lot of people that mark old sub, and that's cool. I love that. But mark it new sub, and if you mark it new sub, and you are a new sub, then I'll put your name in a can. Then I'm going to draw names after I get 25. One of those 25 is going to get something. Now, it may not be nothing real fancy, but it'll be nice. Some type of person, I don't really like to tell what I'm going to give away. I like to be a surprise, like old Goober, or not Goober, old Gomer Pyle. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Them good old shows, man. I mean, you can't find shows like that no more. You know, except Last Man Standing. I watched that I love that show, Last Man Standing. And Malibu Country, I love that too. See, good old shows like that. You just don't see much of them anymore. So, but anyway, if you'll market new subscriber, I'm gonna put your name in a can. And oh, I'm working on something here. I forgot about that, folks. You know, my old 32, I painted it, and I said if I didn't like it, or either it wasn't durable enough, that I was gonna strip it back down. Well, there it is. I stripped it back down. I'm going back with a chrome. See, I'm polishing it now, trying to get my shine back on it. See, it's getting there. Getting that old shine back. Okay. All right. Hey, I told you if it wasn't durable enough, I'd strip it back, start over. Like my wife says, just a coat of paint. If you don't like it, redo it. So that's what I'm doing. All right, subscribers. I said, now I want you to market new sub, because if you don't, more likely I'm not going to know that you're a new sub, and your name's not going in the can. But I want you to tell me, what would you like for me to give away at 100 subs? You know, under $50, $50 or under. Now I've got a couple of comments on what they'd like to see me give away. And I'll have to say, you know, everything I've got so far would you definitely have to be over 18 for me to give it to you. But you know, if that's what it turns out to be, then I may do that. You know, you may, if I have any question whatsoever, you may have to prove to me that you're 18 or older. But and if you're not, then well, we'll figure something I can send you. If you're under 18, don't let that stop you from subscribing to me. I just like to help people out. You know, you got a problem, I'll try to help you out. That's just the way I was raised. Anyway, we have to look after each other. You know what I mean? Don't look like the government's going to do much to look after us, except do us over one time. But let's stand up for each other. You know, my kids were raised. I don't care how mad you might get at your brother, your sister, or your mom, or your dad, or your cousin, your uncle, your niece, your nephew. It don't matter how mad you get at them. They get in a pickle jar, you got to jump in there and get them out. You know what I mean? Family takes care of family. And family don't have to be blood, if you know what I mean. I've got some people on YouTube here. If they put a shout out that they needed some help with something, I'm going to tell you, there's some on here, I'd be right there. I'm telling you. I may not have a whole lot of money, and I may not be able to do a lot of finances, but I can sure jump in there and help in some way. And you know, I have been up on the phone at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning talking to people that needed somebody to talk to. And I tell you what, you don't think so, but you get a phone call 2, 3 o'clock in the morning from a teenager that needs help, and you sit there on the phone and talk to them for hours. When you hang up, that's one of the best feelings you'll ever have in your heart, that you just talked to somebody and tried to help them work out a problem. I'm telling you, it's rewarding. So anyway, I'm gonna get off here. I don't waste too much time already, but I just wanted to tell you a little update. I've got several already subscribed to me. I'm up to 80 something, 82 or 83 last time I checked. And man, I appreciate it. Like I said, BB Mize and Hammer 357 brothers, I really appreciate what you guys done. But I mean, you guys helped me out on my last giveaway too, and I appreciate that. And I'll make this statement to anybody that watches this. If you'd like to donate something to be given away, don't think I'm beyond that. I'll gladly put a special shout out that you sent something to be given away. I have no problem whatsoever. It would just, you know, give a little more to give away. And anyway, just want to throw that little statement in there, you know. But anyway, I'm off of here. I'm out of here. I'm going to work on this 32 a little more. I'm about to get her signed up again and put her all back together. So I'm going to get off here. But don't forget now, check out 2 of my other videos. Make sure you like them. And then subscribe to me. Because I don't want you subscribing and then unsubscribing. That's not cool. Okay? Like I said, I try to make people laugh. I try to be a little educational. I try to be a little funny. I try to, you know, put a little humor and stuff here and yonder. And my buddy here, you know, he's a great inspiration. I try to get him in most of my videos when I'm out here. Anyway, I'm out here. God bless. Play hard. Look at all that junk on my finger. Look at it. All that. I'm polishing this thing, and all that impurity and junk's coming out of that thing. Got my fingers just turned plumb black. Look at there. All right. I'm out of here. Play hard. You know God don't promise us tomorrow, and He don't even promise us this afternoon or our next breath. So play hard. Have fun. Now, if you can't have fun doing it, it ain't worth doing. Be safe. Don't be stupid. Stupid gets you hurt, and you know it. All right? God bless. See you next time. All right? Won't be long. See you next time.